silent mode. The proceedings of this program are being webcast to all the branches of CBI and will also be available on the CBI website. In today's Investiture ceremony, a total of 26 medals will be conferred to the recipients of the President's Police Medal for Distinguished Service and the Police Medal for the Meritorious Service for the year 2024. CBI is not only the premier anti-corruption investigative agency in India, but it also has the experience of handling high-profile conventional crimes, economic offences, banking frauds, and crimes with international linkages. The CBI is designated as the National Central Bureau of India for Interpol. Our chief guest, Honorable Minister of Railways, Information and Broadcasting and MeitY, Shri Ashwini Vaishnaw, has arrived at the venue and soon he will be amidst us. I request all the esteemed guests to rise as the chief guest arrives in the auditorium. Our chief guest, Honorable Minister of Railways, Information and Broadcasting and MeitY, Sri Ashwini Vaishnaw, will soon be amidst us. I request all the esteemed guests to kindly rise. It is an esteemed privilege and honor to have the august presence of Honorable Union Minister for Railways, Information and Broadcasting and MeitY, Sri Ashwini Vaishnaw, amidst us for the 21st D.P. Kohli Memorial Lecture and Investiture ceremony. I now request Director, Central Bureau of Investigation, Sri Praveen Sood, to kindly welcome our chief guest with a sapling. Thank you, sir. I now request Director, Central Bureau of Investigation, to kindly deliver the welcome address.
Chief guest of today's function, Shri Ashwini Vaishnaw ji, Minister for Railways, Information Technology and Information and Broadcasting, Central Vigilance Commissioner, Shri P.K. Srivastava, Director Intelligence Bureau, Shri Tapan Deka, Additional Director, Shrimati Sampat Meena, most important, family members of our first Director, Shri D.P. Kohli, medal winners and their family members, distinguished guests and officers of CBI who are present in this hall, and also those who are virtually connected to us, connected with this function from various branches of CBI all over India, members of media. On behalf of the officers and men of CBI, and on my personal behalf, I welcome you all to celebrate our Foundation Day, which we call as CBI Day, and also D.P. Kohli Memorial Lecture, a tradition that started 25 years ago to commemorate our founder director, Shri D.P. Kohli. Sir, 2024 has been a historic year for law enforcement agencies and CBI in many ways. Enactment of new 3 laws has provided legal backing to leveraging cutting-edge technologies for investigation. Besides, many procedural changes and timelines prescribed in these laws will help accelerate and deliver justice to the victims in time-bound manner. Also, earlier during this year, Honorable Home Minister Shri Amit Shah Ji launched our portal Bharat Poll, which facilitates a seamless communication between law enforcement agencies all over the country and CBI, thereby enhancing our collaboration with international organizations. In 2024, as a result of that, we could get 208 Interpol notices published and 30 fugitives extradited into the country successfully. This number will go up in coming years due to strengthening of our procedures, training, and better international coordination. Sir, as we all know, CBI is primarily an anti-corruption body. The number of traps and disproportionate asset cases registered in 2024 touched 276, a steep surge from 116 5 years ago. Overall, we registered 502 anti-corruption cases in the year 2024. Even though CBI is primarily seen as an anti-corruption investigating agency, the appreciation and eyeballs that we get most of the time is not for anti-corruption, but for special crime cases or non-anti-corruption cases. Whether it was a challenge of investigation into NEET, NET, or RG car, or human trafficking to war field in Russia, or cyber slavery to Southeast Asia, our officers worked with resilience, commitment, integrity, and precision. Professional competence, impartiality, and credibility of our officer is evident from the fact that in the year 2024, 111 cases were referred to CBI by the constitutional courts. However, demand for CBI investigations from various forums is almost 5 times the numbers, sometimes even from the most unexpected quarters, as we keep reading in the newspapers. Sir, but we cannot take pride only in registering cases. CBI has historically been faulted for delays and pendency, and I am glad to inform that in the year 2024, we disposed of a record number of 1,466 cases against an inflow of 836 cases, thereby bringing down the pendency to all-time low 970 cases. Our conviction rate continues to be around 70%. Now coming to our chief guest for today's function, who needs no introduction. An engineer from Jodhpur and IIT Kanpur, to a bureaucrat in Odisha and Delhi, again a student from Wharton Business School, to a corporate role in General Electric and Siemens, to an entrepreneur in Gujarat, then a member of Rajya Sabha from Odisha, and now a union minister, not for one, but for 3 important portfolios: railways, information and technology, and information and broadcasting. It has indeed been a long and fruitful and eventful journey, sir. In one line, if one was to describe Shri Ashwini Vaishnaw ji, it would be quintessential, efficient, affable person with a reputation of being a silent and astute worker. With a vision of modernizing Indian railways, especially in context of safety and passenger convenience, increasing penetration of internet to the last mile in rural India, and rolling out first of its kind, made in India, semiconductor chip soon, we could not have found a better speaker than Shri Ashwini Vaishnaw ji for today's function. Once again, I would like to welcome each of you and express my profound gratitude for gracing this occasion. Sir, we look forward to your valuable insight and guidance for our officers and men to contribute towards Viksit Bharat and therefore a Surakshit Bharat. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Moving ahead in the program, we will now commence the investiture ceremony. In today's investiture ceremony, a total of 26 medals will be conferred to the recipients of the President's Police Medal for Distinguished Service and Police Medal for Meritorious Service for the year 2024. I request our chief guest, Shri Ashwini Vaishnaw, accompanied by Director, Central Bureau of Investigation, and other distinguished dignitaries on the dais to kindly come forward and bestow the medals upon outstanding achievers of CBI who have demonstrated excellence in their duties and upheld the highest standards of service. President's Police Medal for Distinguished Service on the occasion of Independence Day 2024, Shri K. Pradeep Kumar, SP, CBI, ACB, Jammu. Shri Naresh Kumar Sharma, Additional Superintendent of Police, CBI, Special Unit, New Delhi. Shri Mukesh Kumar, Additional Superintendent of Police, CBI, Anti-Corruption Headquarters 2, New Delhi. Shri Ramji Lal Jat, the then Head Constable, CBI, ACB Jaipur, now retired. Shri Rajkumar, Head Constable, CBI, Head Office, New Delhi. Police Medal for Meritorious Service on the occasion of Republic Day 2024, Shri Raghavendra Vats, the then DIG, CBI, ACB, New Delhi, now IGP, Gujarat Police. Ms. Sharada Pandurang Raut, the then Joint Director, CBI, now Joint Commissioner, Intelligence, Maharashtra. Shri Prem Kumar Gautam, the then DIG, CBI, Special Unit, New Delhi, now IGP, Prayagraj Range, Uttar Pradesh. Shri Manoj Chaladan, Deputy Legal Advisor, CBI, ACB, Mumbai. Shri Srinivas Pillari, Principal System Analyst, System Division, New Delhi. Shri K. Madhusudanan, Deputy Superintendent of Police, CBI, ACB, Visakhapatnam. Shri Ajay Kumar, Additional Superintendent of Police, CBI, Policy Division, New Delhi. Shri Balwinder Singh, Inspector, CBI, Special Crime Branch, Chandigarh. Shri Chitti Babu N, Inspector, CBI, ACB, Hyderabad. Shri Manoj Kumar, Durgan Inspector, CBI, Head Office, New Delhi, presently posted at CISF Unit, New Delhi. Shri Rahul Kumar, Durgan Inspector, CBI, EOB, Kolkata, presently posted at CISF Unit, Kolkata. Shri Rajiv Sharma, Inspector, CBI, Head Office, New Delhi. Shri S. Nandakumar, Assistant Sub-Inspector, CBI, Special Unit, Chennai. Shri Suresh Prasad Shukla, Head Constable, CBI, BSFB, Mumbai. Shri Rajesh Kumar, Head Constable, CBI, Head Office, New Delhi. Shri Om Prakash Dalautra, Head Constable, CBI, ACB, Jammu. Shri Randir Singh, Head Constable, CBI, ACB, Jaipur. Shri Pavan Kumar, Constable, CBI, Special Crime 1, New Delhi. Shri Tejpal Singh, Constable, CBI, Policy Division, New Delhi. Shri Atul Sareen, Crime Assistant, CBI, Policy Division, New Delhi. Shri Subrat Mohanty, Stenographer, CBI, ACB, Bhubaneswar. Thank you, sirs and ma'am. As the saying goes, success is not just a destination, but the spark that ignites further triumphs. May the journey ahead be filled with even greater accomplishments and endless possibilities for the medal winners and their family members. The journey of CBI has been long and eventful. We now present a short film that captures the essence of this journey.
प्रशासन में भ्रष्टाचार के उन्मूलन और सत्यनिष्ठा को स्थापित करने के लिए लौह पुरुष सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल जी के संकल्प से दिल्ली स्पेशल पुलिस एस्टैब्लिशमेंट एक्ट पारित हुआ। सन 1962 में श्री लाल बहादुर शास्त्री जी ने प्रशासन में भ्रष्टाचार की बढ़ती हुई घटनाओं से निपटने एवं सुझाव देने के लिए कस्तूरी रंगा संथानम कमेटी नियुक्त की। कमेटी की संस्तुतियों पर अमल करते हुए भारत सरकार ने 1 अप्रैल 1963 को रेजोल्यूशन द्वारा केंद्रीय अन्वेषण ब्यूरो अर्थात सीबीआई की स्थापना की। सीबीआई के प्रथम डायरेक्टर श्री डीपी कोहली ने सीबीआई अधिकारियों का मार्गदर्शन करते हुए कहा, जनता आपसे कार्यकुशलता और सत्यनिष्ठा दोनों में उच्चतम स्तर की अपेक्षा करती है। उस विश्वास को बनाए रखना है। प्रारंभ से ही सीबीआई ने अपने आदर्श वाक्य उद्यमिता, निष्पक्षता एवं सत्यनिष्ठा के पथ पर चलते हुए अत्यंत जटिल एवं संवेदनशील मामलों की जांच में सत्य को उजागर कर देश की विभिन्न संस्थाओं और जनता का विश्वास अर्जित किया है। माननीय सर्वोच्च न्यायालय, माननीय उच्च न्यायालयों, केंद्र व राज्य सरकार तथा लोकपाल एवं केंद्रीय सतर्कता आयोग ने निरंतर राष्ट्रीय व अंतर्राष्ट्रीय महत्व के संगीन आपराधिक मामलों को सौंपकर सीबीआई की जांच प्रणाली पर अपना विश्वास व्यक्त किया है। भ्रष्टाचार उन्मूलन और सार्वजनिक जीवन में सत्यनिष्ठा बनाए रखने के लिए सीबीआई पर प्रिवेंटिव विजिलेंस एवं प्यूनिटिव विजिलेंस की मुख्य जिम्मेदारियां हैं। देश के आर्थिक स्वास्थ्य को सुनिश्चित करने के लिए सीबीआई बैंक धोखाधड़ी और आर्थिक अपराधों की गहन जांच कर अपना महत्वपूर्ण योगदान देती रही है। सीबीआई ने अनेक आर्थिक अपराधियों को न्यायपूर्वक दंड दिलाकर देश की आर्थिक प्रणाली में विश्वास बढ़ाया है। सीबीआई केंद्र सरकार के प्रतिष्ठानों से जुड़े साइबर क्राइम के मामलों की जांच एवं G7 24x7 के नेटवर्क से अंतर्राष्ट्रीय डेटा संरक्षण के लिए अधिकृत नोडल एजेंसी है। देश की उत्कृष्ट जांच एजेंसी सीबीआई पर गंभीर मामलों की जांच, अनुसंधान एवं उनके सफल अभियोजन का दायित्व है। अंतर्राष्ट्रीय सहयोग के अंतर्गत सीबीआई आज देश के विभिन्न पुलिस बल के साथ परस्पर समन्वय, प्रशिक्षण एवं रिसर्च के माध्यम से राष्ट्र को सुरक्षित एवं संरक्षित रखने के लिए प्रतिबद्ध है। भारत में इंटरपोल के लिए नेशनल सेंट्रल ब्यूरो के रूप में सीबीआई नोडल एजेंसी है। यह भारत की सभी कानून प्रवर्तन एजेंसीज को इंटरपोल के माध्यम से 195 देशों की पुलिस से जोड़ता है। वैश्विक क्रिमिनल नेटवर्क्स की कमर तोड़ने के लिए और नए युग के अपराधों से निपटने में इमीडिएट पुलिस रिस्पांस और ग्लोबल कोऑर्डिनेशन को सुनिश्चित करने के लिए सीबीआई ने विकसित किया है एक समावेशी और अत्याधुनिक ऑनलाइन पोर्टल भारत पोल।
भारत पोल हमारे देश के अंतर्राष्ट्रीय इन्वेस्टिगेशन को एक अलग युग में ले जाने वाली एक शुरुआत है।
सीबीआई द्वारा विकसित यह पोर्टल न केवल भारतीय पुलिसिंग को आधुनिक और वैश्विक अपराधों से निपटने में सक्षम बनाता है, बल्कि त्वरित व प्रभावी कार्यवाही से जनता का पुलिस में विश्वास भी मजबूत बनाता है। गाजियाबाद स्थित सीबीआई अकादमी में कड़े प्रशिक्षण में तपकर सीबीआई ऑफिसर्स अपने विशिष्ट दायित्वों के लिए तैयार होते हैं। देश के सभी कानून प्रवर्तन संस्थाओं के लिए सीबीआई की क्राइम मैनुअल एवं मानक संचालन प्रक्रियाएं गोल्ड स्टैंडर्ड मानी जाती हैं। निरंतर परिवर्तित होते आपराधिक परिवेश से निपटने के लिए तथा नवीनतम तकनीकों को अपनाकर सीबीआई ने कई अति विशिष्ट जांच प्रभाग एवं इकाइयां बनाई हैं। सीबीआई के कार्यालयों का नेटवर्क श्रीनगर से तिरुवनंतपुरम एवं गांधीनगर से ईटानगर तक देश के 36 शहरों में स्थित है। सीबीआई के जांच एवं अभियोजन अधिकारियों के तालमेल, प्रशिक्षण व आधुनिक तकनीकों के साथ ही एकीकरण इसे विश्व की एक बेहतरीन इन्वेस्टिगेटिव एजेंसी बनाती है। सीबीआई का कन्विक्शन रेट करीब 75% है, जो वैश्विक मानकों से तुलनीय है। अंतर्राष्ट्रीय एजेंसियों के साथ निकट समन्वय से सीबीआई ने वांछित भगोड़ों की भारत वापसी के लिए ऑपरेशन त्रिशूल, ड्रग्स संबंधित सूचना आदान प्रदान के लिए ऑपरेशन गरुड़ साइबर अपराधों पर अंकुश लगाने के लिए ऑपरेशन चक्र एवं ऑनलाइन बाल यौन शोषण को रोकने के लिए ऑपरेशन मेघ चक्र लॉन्च किए हैं। भ्रष्टाचार के विरुद्ध जीरो टॉलरेंस की प्रतिबद्धता के साथ सीबीआई राष्ट्र सेवा में समर्पित है। सीबीआई आजादी के अमृत काल में उत्तरोत्तर उत्कृष्टता के लक्ष्य की ओर अग्रसर है।
न्याय के, इंसाफ के एक ब्रांड के रूप में सीबीआई हर जुबान पर है।
Now we come to the most keenly awaited part of today's program, the D.P. Kohli Memorial Lecture. And it is my proud privilege to say a few words about the illustrious speaker. Shri Ashwini Vaishnaw is currently the Union Cabinet Minister for Railways, Information and Broadcasting and MeitY. He was elected to the Rajya Sabha in June 2019 and for the second term in April 2024. He represents the eastern state of Odisha. Shri Vaishnaw brings blend of experience in government entrepreneurship and public services. During his early tenure as an IAS officer, Shri Vaishnaw gained a reputation for implementing development programs with active grassroots participation. A notable example was his leadership in Balasore during the Odisha super cyclone of 1999. Leveraging data from the US Joint Typhoon Warning Center, he accurately tracked the cyclone's trajectory and engaged with the vulnerable communities in the path, facilitating the evacuation of over 500,000 people just before the cyclone made landfall, ultimately saving thousands of lives. This proactive evacuation strategy later became a standard operating procedure across eastern India, a region that is frequently impacted by cyclones. His work in districts of Sundargarh, Balasore and Cuttack was highly appreciated, and he was selected to work in the Prime Minister's office. During his tenure there, Shri Vaishnaw played a key role in advancing infrastructure development through public-private partnerships. He was part of the team instrumental in the development of world-class highways, seaports and airports across India. Thereafter, Shri Vaishnaw led the operations and development of Marmugao Port Trust, a major seaport on India's western coast. Shri Vaishnaw holds an MBA from the Wharton School of Business and is a proud alumnus of the Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur. Shri Ashwini Vaishnaw has had an exceptionally distinguished and remarkable career, characterized by a series of outstanding accomplishments, visionary leadership, and a relentless commitment to excellence in every endeavor he has undertaken. I now request the chief guest to kindly deliver the D.P. Kohli Memorial Lecture on the topic Viksit Bharat at 2047, a roadmap for CBI.
Thank you. Dignitaries on the dais, Central Vigilance Commissioner Shri P.K. Srivastava Sahab, Director CBI Shri Praveen Sood Sahab, Director IB Shri Tapan Dekha Sahab, Additional Director Ms. Sampath Meena ji, family members of Shri D.P. Kohli ji, former directors of CBI, senior officers, colleagues, friends from the media, and some of the most distinguished guests sitting in the audience, AG Sir, DG RPF Sahab, Director ED Sahab, many more illustrious dignitaries. Friends, it's indeed a great honor for me to be here to deliver the D.P. Kohli Lecture on CBI Foundation Day. Congratulations on creating such a great premier investigating agency, and congratulations for earning apropos from the entire country and getting something what our Prime Minister has said on every har jaban pe CBI ka naam hai as a gold standard. Congratulations for all the good work that you have done. The foundation of this organization, great organization, was laid by Shri D.P. Kohli ji. Through relentless work, very strong values, he created a very strong organization which is today considered as the premier investigation agency in the country. For an investigating officer, it's very important to understand the context of our society and economy. Therefore, in today's lecture, I will spend some time on trying to contextualize where we stand today as an economy, how things are changing in the entire global order, and try to put forth a picture of the entire world in about 20 minutes. Friends, we are passing through a very transformative phase, I would say the most transformative phase of the 21st century. In the last 5 years alone, the world has experienced a global pandemic, witnessed 2 major geopolitical conflicts, and before that in 2008, we had a major global financial crisis. And tomorrow, the new tariff regime of United States will kick in. This whole new thinking in the global geopolitical, geoeconomic and geocultural norms is changing the entire global economic order significantly. The world will not remain the same, we can say with reasonable confidence. The year 2024 was also a landmark year for democracy, with nearly 60 countries holding elections. In this context of a very, very rapidly changing world, we held our elections last year. 97 crore voters, 750 political parties, 10 lakh plus polling stations, the largest ever election conducted in human history. Our ruling coalition secured victory for the 3rd consecutive term, and this marks the first time in 6 decades that the same party has been re-elected for a 3rd term. India voted for stability and continuity and the electoral success. This is an endorsement of the 10 years of transformative change. When we look at the entire world, with all those changes happening everywhere, here we are, a stable country, people reposing their confidence in the government. This change which has happened in the last 10 years is phenomenal. 10 years ago, when Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji took office, India was 10th largest economy in the world. At that time, India's economy was often referred to as a fragile economy, among the fragile 5. Public confidence in institutions was low. Overall, there was a very negative outlook. Today, we are the 5th largest economy, on track to become the 3rd largest economy in the coming few years. We are just shy of $4 trillion, something around $3.9 trillion is our economy today. We are now the fastest growing major economy among the top 10 economies of the world, projected to grow 6 to 8% over the next 5 years. Inflation is under control, moderate inflation, 4 to 6% inflation range. Currently it is tracking below 4%. The central government's balance sheet is healthy. Debt is just about 57% of the GDP. Compare that with all other major economies where the debt is about 100%, in some cases 150%, and in one case 200% of the GDP. This success, my friends, is not just a coincidence. It is the result of a clear, well thought through strategy and meticulous execution. Let me explain the 4 pillars of our growth strategy. The first pillar is public investment in physical, social and digital infrastructure. The second pillar is large number of inclusive growth programs. The third pillar is focus on manufacturing and innovation. And the fourth pillar is simplification in our legal and compliance structures. I will now speak about each of these pillars in brief. The first pillar, investment in physical, digital and social infrastructure. Over the last decade, we have significantly increased our public investment in infrastructure. From about a meager 3 lakh crore investment in 2014, we are now investing more than 11 lakh crore rupees in the social, physical and digital infrastructure. In just a decade, our country has constructed 54,000 kilometers of national highways, built 84 new airports and added 34,000 kilometers of tracks. We have electrified 44,000 kilometers of railway tracks, making India the second largest electrified rail network in the world. 60 years In 60 years, we did 20,000 kilometers. In 10 years, we did 44,000 kilometers. That's the pace of work. And since June 2024, we have sanctioned more than 4 lakh crore worth infrastructure projects for continuing this growth. Digital infrastructure, if we look at the pace of progress, 10 years ago, our Prime Minister gave the clarion call of democratizing technology so that technology reaches each and every citizen of our country. Today, India has over 118 crore telecom subscribers, 70 crore smartphone users, average download speed of mobile data is 95 Mbps, data rates are the cheapest among the major economies. We have provided digital identities to about 140 crore residents. This entire digital public infrastructure which has been created in the last 10 years is today studied by practically every big institution. Many countries want to have a similar infrastructure in their countries, including the rich countries. Our UPI now serves about 45 crore users, 16 billion transactions every month, and annualized value of the transactions is $3.2 trillion. UPI also got a Japanese patent. UPI is now operational in 7 countries, and many more countries want to adopt a similar system. This philosophy of a Prime Minister to create digital public goods so that everybody can access technology, everybody can be benefited using technology, is a very unique thing. So many countries have large big tech companies which have monopoly on digital technologies. There are other countries where the state control is so strong, but we are here where we have a balance between technology, innovation, technology in the hands of many, and creating solutions which serve a population scale, which serve people on a population scale. Similar approach we are following in the most important technology of this century, AI. We are creating a complete AI ecosystem in our country. Under the AI mission, we have empaneled 14,000 GPUs. Again, look at this philosophy. Instead of compute power remaining in the hands of a few, we have democratized technology as our Prime Minister's vision, and 14,000 GPUs are now available for students, researchers, academia, startups to use and develop new solutions. Even CBI officers can use these GPUs. We are building our own AI models because the world is full of biases. We want really accurate, objective models. Under AI Kosh, we are developing our own data sets so that the models are trained very well. We are also talking to the industry for developing our own GPUs. In social infrastructure, similar growth has happened. In the past decade, we have opened 490 new universities, almost one per week. We have more than doubled the number of IITs, IIMs and AIIMS from 29 to 68, and doubled the number of seats, and many of us are beneficiaries of these premier institutions. Friends, this is the first pillar of our growth strategy, very well thought through, meticulously executed. The second pillar of our growth strategy is inclusive growth, Antyodaya. The party to which I belong, Bharatiya Janata Party, and before that the Janasangh, right from day one we have believed in certain basic tenets. One of the basic tenets is Rashtra Pratham Sadaiv Pratham, where we put everything else behind and keep the nation at the forefront of our thinking, our policies, our programs. Second is Antyodaya. Antyodaya means taking care of the people at the bottom of the pyramid, making sure that they also grow when the country grows, making sure that the benefits of growth reach them. And this is not just symbolism, but saturation approach for making sure that the people at the bottom of the pyramid really see a significant change in their lives. Growth in GDP and numbers should actually translate to real change in people's lives. That is the second pillar of our strategy, and in 10 years alone,
54 crore new bank accounts opened. Vast sections of the society which had never seen a bank are today part of the formal banking system. Our public housing program, we have built 4 crore houses and 3 crore more are now under construction. 10 crore families have got cooking gas connections, which changed the entire cooking habits and brought a major change in the lives of the women of the house. We are continuing these efforts. Tap water connections are now more than 12 crore homes, and those of you who were born in a village like me would know how difficult it was to get a proper toilet. And today, practically entire country has 14 crore households which have got a pakka toilet built in their home. 35 crore citizens are part of the Ayushman Bharat program, and now we have extended 5 lakh rupees plus 5 lakh rupees coverage in some cases for all citizens above the age of 70 years. All these efforts at making a change in the lives of people at the bottom of the pyramid and focusing our welfare efforts at the people who really deserve it the most has led to 25 crore people coming out of poverty in the last 10 years. And these are not just numbers, these are changes which are visible. I worked in Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Western UP, Maharashtra. Many places I've gone to the grassroots, and people really believe that change which has happened in their lives is something that they never even thought of in the past years. This is what we mean by real inclusive growth, growth that truly reaches the people. Friends, that inclusive growth is the second pillar of our growth strategy. The third pillar is manufacturing and innovation. For a very long period, we were seen as a services economy. However, through many initiatives like Make in India, like Startup India, these programs have created a very vibrant manufacturing and innovation ecosystem in our country. A big focus on manufacturing and innovation has led to a rise in number of startups from just about 400 10 years ago to 150,000 plus today. And the number of unicorns remains consistently above 100 despite the fluctuations in funding cycle. When we came out of the educational institutions, these kind of opportunities were not even heard of. The electronics manufacturing is a good example of how Make in India has succeeded. From just about 2 lakh crore rupees worth electronics manufacturing, today we have 10 lakh crore rupees worth electronics manufacturing in our country, which is a growth of 5 times. And now electronics constitutes third largest exports from India. It has generated 25 lakh jobs. Mobile manufacturing, we all know, India has become the second largest mobile manufacturing nation in the entire world and become a major exporter of mobile phones. And to further deepen the value chain, we have just launched a scheme for manufacturing components and sub-assemblies in India. In a sense, we are emerging as a country which is not only known for services but also for manufacturing. And that's very important in the context of investigating officers, because the world changes a lot when you go to the complexities of manufacturing. So many things which might look very strange from a pure legal point of view have to be seen from the real contextual point of view. We have seen similar success in defense, in telecom. Our own indigenous 4G and 5G telecom network, which was unthinkable, is today on 87,000 towers. Our own, designed in India, made in India, tested in India. Now the world wants that telecom stack to be deployed in rich countries. That's the change which has happened. Our semi-high-speed Vande Bharat trains, many of you might have experienced those. People want them to be exported now. And these are all designed by our own engineers, designed, manufactured in our own country. That is the pace. Similarly, in semiconductor industry, we have made rapid strides. 5 units are under construction, and this year we'll have the first made in India chip rollout. Friends, that is the third pillar, and the fourth pillar is simplification. We all inherited a colonial colonial era government framework, legal framework. When Prime Minister Modi ji took office in 2014, one of the first things he did was to start a simplification process. Many of the laws which were no longer relevant have been removed. More than 1,500 archaic laws have been removed from the statute book. And every session of the parliament we see many old laws which have no relevance. For example, the telecom sector was governed by a law of 1885. Grandfather, I don't know how many generations behind. But now we have a brand new 2023 Telecom Act. We are creating a totally new criminal justice system. Instead of IPC, CRPC and Evidence Act, we have the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita and Bharatiya Sakshya Sanhita. This is a change in mindset, a belief in our own systems, a belief in ourselves, a belief in our social norms, a belief in our culture, and focus away from the British focus of looking at subjects to looking at citizens, looking as Nagriks, looking as our own people. We are looking at our own people, our own citizens and working for them. These are the kind of changes which have happened, friends, and these changes basically say that good governance and good economics can also be good politics. And that is where your support, your help is needed in a very big way. When a country which is growing at 6 to 8% and rapid growth brings many changes in the system, when change happens, the context of investigation also changes. What was in the control and permit Raj era, something which was crime, is today removed from the statute book and is seen as something which is part of the economy. That mindset change is what really is required in today's context. If we look at the role of technology, that has increased significantly. Gone are the days when investigation used to be simply limited to asking people, collecting certain evidence. Today things have changed a lot. An AI agent can commit a crime, then the ethical questions will arise. Whom to arrest? Can you arrest an AI agent? Is it the AI agent creating company which is liable, or is it the AI agent which is liable? So these are the changes which are happening in our society today. Under such changes which are happening both on the economic front, in the social front and on the technological front, I'll request that CBI and its great team should look at more collaborations. Going forward, as we take up this journey for Viksit Bharat, I would suggest that we should collaborate with startups, we should collaborate with industry, and more so, we should collaborate with the academia. For example, in our AI mission, we are collaborating with academia to create many new tools. IIT Jodhpur has created a tool for detecting deepfakes in a very authentic way. IIT Delhi is working on a tool, AI-based tool, technology, to develop prediction algorithms for extreme heat waves in the country. So, our academia, our scientists, our researchers today have a strength which needs to be harnessed by everybody, by the government departments, by investigating agencies, by the law officers, by everybody, so that we can create, in this world of new technology, we can create technological solutions, because law alone will not be sufficient for tackling the crimes in the new age. We'll need a techno-legal approach. I'll request that we create state-of-the-art cyber forensic labs by partnering with various institutes. I'll also request that between MIT, DOT, Department of Science and Technology, and investigating agencies, we create structures and institutions which help in developing these technologies. Friends, on this CBI Foundation Day, I thank you for inviting me here. It is indeed a great honor, and I wish you many more years of great success, great pride in your work, and change in this changing world. Thank you very much. Wish you all the very best.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Director, Central Bureau of Investigation, Shri Praveen Sood, to present a memento to the Chief Guest as a token of our gratitude and appreciation. Thank you, sir. Now I kindly request the medal recipients to proceed for the group photograph, please. As we reach the culmination of this momentous event, I take this opportunity to thank Honorable Union Minister for Railways, Information and Broadcasting and MeitY, Shri Ashwini Vaishnaw, for having accepted our invitation to deliver the D.P. Kohli Memorial Lecture. So we are profoundly grateful for your highly insightful, enlightening, and intellectually stimulating lecture. Our sincere thanks to all the esteemed dignitaries for their august presence on this momentous occasion. We are grateful to the family members of late Shri D.P. Kohli for having honored us with their gracious presence. I thank one and all. I now request the chief guest and the dignitaries on the dais to kindly join us for a group photograph with the medal recipients.